Hey everybody, it's Michael Adamthwaite. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Blue Curtain Gaming. I am going to be getting into some Astroneer for you all. It's a really cool, fun, relaxing game. There's no jump scares. There's no loud music. It's just fun, relaxing. You might call it ASMR gaming. Just me and the planets and you, all my friends. So very excited for you to enjoy episode 1 of Astroneer. This is man with ADD, ADHD, cleans up the solar system slowly and poorly, but has a lot of fun doing it. I hope you guys enjoy. Take care.
Hey everybody, it's Michael. Really excited for you to be joining me here on the Blue Curtain Show. We are doing a new segment called Blue Curtain Gaming. I'm really excited to be trying this out and giving gaming a try. So for this series, I will be playing my favorite game. It's a console game called Astroneer. Effectively, I will be playing an adventure game where organization is the number one thing. We are exploring the galaxy. There's 7 planets in this universe, and you play as a employee of this really cool company. And of course, one of our biggest jobs is to clean up garbage. So imagine what it's like being someone with ADD, ADHD, being charged with cleaning up. So here we are on our first planet. This is called Silva. We get dropped off in this little ship, which is fun. And of course, this is how we get started. Of course, we get our shelter here. We have a landing pad that's going to expand and create our base model for us. There's my little guy. We got all kinds of things that we can look at. Here is our mission logbook, which effectively tells us what we're going to be doing. So there's the shelter. That's one of our base building items. It produces power, and this is the base building piece that sort of allows us to get started. So again, for anybody watching this series, I am not a professional gamer or YouTuber. I am just a guy having a good time on some games. So this is the oxygenator. It effectively provides oxygen to your whole base. And of course, every time you hook something up, you get to unlock this little achievement. So the currency of the game is called bytes. If we open up our little HUD machine here, we see that I just got 500 bytes for hooking some stuff up. This is tethers because, of course, our Astroneer has a limited amount of oxygen, so we constantly have to find oxygen and create oxygen for ourselves to stay alive. So we're getting all kinds of stuff. We got a backpack here. That's a small canister. There's our tethers. And of course, we have this really cool feature. This is the terrain tool. It has 3 slots on it for some different modifications that allow us to mine elements and things from the planet here. So we're going to clean up the planet. I'm going to build a base. I'm going to play with you guys. And yeah, we will all see how it goes. So first thing, I'm just going to go in my little house, warm up a little bit because it's windy here. Let's run over here and see what's available. Oh, that's a little shell. I can scan that and get some bytes. This is a clutch of power cells. I'll put that away. You'll notice all these things are labeled debris. Now I can clean this up. I can put it through a big shredder and I can make some scrap. And then scrap is something I can easily exchange for other items. Of course, we'll eventually be building some of the things here. You'll notice there's a backpack printer. something called a small printer, a large printer, and that's the large printer there. So these are some of the items that we're going to be unlocking. Of course, we have to research bytes for this, and that all costs bytes. So yeah, we're going to see what our first challenge is. Let's see. Resourcing says gather compound and gather resin. Okay, so this is what our cool terrain tool looks like. We can dig, we can add, we can flatten out, but first we need to get some soil. So I'm just going to put down some tethers, of course. They are in the wonderful style of, I believe that's the Year of the Tiger design that they've gone up with. So everything has a little bit of a cool style to it. So we will run over here and we'll get some soil. So you'll notice I'm laying out tethers, and the tethers are going to give me oxygen wherever I need. I think that's the dog having a dream in the background, if you can hear that. So there's a blue band that is growing. The more soil I put in, there's a little bit of an icon in the middle. So when I'm collecting organics, it's going to create a green icon on my backpack. You see that growing on the gun? That's organic. It's a carbon-based material. It's a really fun game. You can smelt things. There's a lot of science involved in this game, so it's very cool. It's survival-based. It's a lot of research. And there's, like I said, lots of bytes to collect. As we traverse the whole planet, there's always going to be debris. Like I said, there's tires and stuff. Ooh, look at that. Oxygen filters. That's pretty cool. So as you'll see, if we zoom in here on the backpack, there's an oxygen bar at the top. It will start to go down the more I stay away from the oxygen tether. But of course, the oxygen filters that I just picked up are really handy. They provide oxygen for a short time. That's a consumable. So here we are. Let's go back over. See what the mission log says. Fill a small canister with soil. We did that. Boom, we got some more bytes. That's awesome. So gather compound, gather resin. Use the terrain tool to gather resources as you excavate. So one of the things I think about when I'm playing this game is how much do I want to tear up the planet? The answer is not very much. But of course, it ends up becoming a bit of a requirement at some point. So we've got lots of soil. What we're looking for is compound or resin, which are two commonly, right away, exocache. Let's dig this out. Awesome, very cool. That is a big fun box full of secret cool stuff. So EXO is the name of the company, and of course, you know, they do their best, but darn it, there's just trash all over the planet and all over this very small system of planets, I guess is what we can call that. So that's a cache. It's a secure object. I have to blow it up with dynamite. So, of course, dynamite is right in the middle. It's not late stage game. It's not right away game. You get dynamite after creating some other elements like the atmospheric condenser. You need to use sulfur. So there's harvesting gases as well as other resources. This is the small printer, which lets us print other stuff. I can print tables. There's storage compartments. That's a seat because you get to build a cool rover. That's pretty awesome. Small canister, which I already have. Work lights, very cool. So it's basically run around the planet, clean up all the trash, keep your stuff organized, and there's some resin right over there. I'm going to run over here. I've got my oxygen filter, so that's going to continue to work. I don't want to deform the terrain too much, so I'm going to just take the surface. Thankfully, my indicator still reminds me where it is under the surface. So I'll just run over here, pick up some compound. I really love the design of this game. It has a lot going on. Everything has its very own look and feel. There's so many gamers and streamers that have been following this game from the very beginning. Thankfully, I've had the benefit of watching all of their videos and enjoying everything that they've put into this game. So, yeah, gently deforming the terrain, getting lots of compound. You can see it filling up on the backpack there. So yeah, we filled up with some compound. Gonna make my way back to my base over here. Yeah, that's what happens. You need oxygen. So clearly my filter didn't work for very long. But anyway, here I am back at my base. So we're gonna look at the printer, and we're gonna print a medium printer, which of course is super helpful for printing larger items. We will eventually need to print quite a bit in order to make this base function. So everything is pretty well packed up in this game. There is a lot of forethought that goes into size, because of course if you've ever played any game where your carry load is kind of important, you'll know that maximizing your space and your storage is key. So I've got my medium printer set up on a medium platform, and because everything connects nicely to the main shelter, it's just a matter of keeping everything organized and figuring out what you want to do with your layout. I really love the music in this game. Sometimes it's just nice to sit and appreciate everything that went into the design. I mean, look at the grass. The grass just looks awesome. These are large research items. They are worth bytes. So if you are keen to keep building, then it's essential in this game for you to process research samples and make money, basically. So I've got a small pile of research samples building up. I think what I'll do is temporarily I'm going to you know what, no, let's make some more tethers. I'm going to make some more tethers so that I can extend my breathable area. Why not? Let's make a couple tethers. All right, so I'm gonna run back out and find that spot. Oh, I think that spot is, where did it go? Oh, I seem to have lost track of my resin spot. That happens sometimes, but that's okay, because thankfully there's lots of resin around. There's lots of different clusters. Oh, here it is right here. See, found it. Yeah, the other cool thing is, even though I'm deforming the planet's surface, it's actually quite easy to come back here with a flattening tool and make it all disappear. And then there's a very fun tool that will allow me to paint the ground to match the greens that we see. So that's kind of fun too. I'm gonna lay out some tethers this time. Make a nice big circle so that it's not difficult to get around. Taking out some more resin, because resin is really important when it comes to making tables. It's just one of the best little building items, resources, really, I guess. Well, there's a cave down there. Oh man. So I'll get out the terrain tool here, and I'm going to build a ramp, which is very, very fun. And it can just allow you to get into other places because, of course, you want to definitely avoid fall damage. Fall damage is definitely a thing. Yeah, when you fall in a cave, it definitely is not cool. It definitely sucks. Oh, you see the resource indicator will change shape and color based on what's underneath you. So right over here. Oh yeah, you don't want to fall in the holes. It is really nice to show up to a big section and just fill up your backpack. Wow, look at all those achievements. Always check a table, because something like this, like a small battery, is really helpful. Got some new missions popping up left and right. I really love the way that the design team makes everything look so colorful and fun. There's lots of holiday updates and things. Let's see what we got. Oh, gathered my stuff. Did some resources. Print medium printer, slot medium printer to platform. I did that. That's cool. Oh man, look at all this free stuff. Just like adding up over here. So maybe I'll just create a flat space really quick. Yeah, flat and level is the name of the game. No, not really. I mean, the name of the game is Astroneer, obviously. But when you're trying to set it all up and you want to make it look nice, you want to be able to have a large space to expand into, keeping everything relatively accessible, but doing the job. Takes a little time. I might speed this part of the video up. Yeah, so relatively easy to create a large space that's flat. Of course, oxygen does become an issue after a while. So we will start laying out tethers. All right. It's looking pretty good so far. Nice and flat. So I will flatten out about this far, but I don't want to take that bush away because it's going to continue to spawn research, which of course allows me to gain bytes, which allows me to afford everything. So yeah, this episode will basically be about setting up a very quick base and then getting back into the business of getting organized. So let's see what else we got here. We got another medium platform. We've got a medium storage, which is cool. I'll be able to get things off the ground. And then, oh yeah, here we go. Much bigger table. That is cool. I'm going to put you over here for now. And maybe do... Oh yeah, look at that. So you can lock these platforms and unlock them. They each have power indication units to let you know where your power is coming in through the cable plug, obviously. Let's move you over here for a minute. A little bit further. Kind of there with your, but oh, come on, don't be silly. All right, cool. So we've got our base building items coming along nicely. We want to be able to expand. So I usually expand out. That's much better. I usually expand out from the center shelter and then create a large platform area, which is basically what I've done here. And then maybe I will, yeah, you know what? Hang on. Let's move this over here. Ka-chow. That'll be fun. That'll hook up great. So power is a big issue in Astroneer. We always want to make sure that we're creating enough power. We also want to make sure that we are, like I said, staying organized is a big thing. Your power system is important. Your oxygen system is important. And of course, making sure that you are preparing every little detail. So we've got a medium storage unit that, I mean, I just love this action. I could do this all day. Medium storage allows us to put resources on the table. And then when we advance in our chore list, we get to use them to build stuff, you guys, which is really cool. So I've got like that one side of resin. I've got some compound here. I've got an organic, which is fun. Oh, there's some more resin up here. So this is already giving me like serious feels because all of these things don't match as nicely as all of those things. Thankfully, we get to build larger resource canisters, but yeah, that's all coming later. So unlock and print a smelting furnace, refine aluminum from laterite. Now, laterite is a mineral. There's some sciencey stuff like smelting. So laterite will have to go into one of those caves I mentioned before. So let's look into our printer situation. I might move you over here. I think I will, just to put that. Nice, look at that large printer. Research chamber is great. Of course, we're going to put our research in there. Yeah, you know what? Why don't I start doing that right now? I love the sound it makes. Whoosh, whoosh. So we'll print our first thing. Look at that. Research chamber. It's a little slow because we've got limited power. See, the shelter comes with an RTG, which is a power production unit. And you see how we've got some red flashing here near the cable plug that lets us know that we don't have a lot of power. So I am going to do something smart. And I'm going to stick this power cell in here. It's a consumable item, but it will boost the power output. You'll notice the printer is actually moving faster, which is super cool. So the way everything mounts to a table is either a 1-hole slot, a 2-hole slot, or a 4-hole slot. So depending on what the bottom looks like, it needs to go on the table in a certain way, which is always kind of fun because, again, it's all about organization. It's about keeping clean, staying tidy for your base. Oh, look at that. It slowed down. Woo, 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 woo. Well, all right. Our base is already looking pretty good. Nice. There's my big research chamber. I'll put it over here on that. Whoa, that was trippy. It was all like. And unpack that for science. Cool. Look at my little base coming together. We'll stick that in there, and we'll get this research going. So by researching, I will earn 450 bytes, which will allow me to unlock other schematics and things in my little world here. So let's get that going. All right, well, you guys, this has been really fun. Building a base, doing some stuff, playing Astroneer. If you like this series, definitely hit me up with a like and a comment. Let me know that you're enjoying this, because we've only just begun. There's a whole world of really cool things to see and do. And yeah, of course, it's really fun seeing you here. I get to play video games with friends. So let's do this. Yeah. All right. Take care, you guys. I better go clean that up.